Kids and cadets, happy Halloween, happy Friday. What's shaking? Who's going to do the bacon? So I've got a couple of turds here that showed up, spooky turds. Jeep Cherokee guy showed up. I was working on this yard machine. I think I had done a video on this possibly. Cleaned the carb, uh, started, but the engine was vibrating. I took off the blade and the shaft was bent, so I hammered it with my 3-pound hammer, got it almost exact. Slight vibration, but this one's going to be ready to go. It may be in a future video. I don't know. I've got some videos lined up for you. So he said, hey, I got a Toro on the trailer, and then there's another one that you probably don't want. It's rough. It's really not rough. So he said he actually talked to the lady that rolled this out. This was something that sat for a while. She said she couldn't get it going. It was in the shed, so it looks kind of dirty and rough. So let's take a look at this one, see if we can get it to do something. And I'm not scared about an older Pulsar Prime 20-inch baby. These will sell. This will be 120 next season. So this one's been sitting out too, so I'm not terribly disappointed as of yet, but you never know what'll pop up. She could have hit a boulder with this thing. That's why you're here looking at it. Let's do this, because I got my dirty sock here. Oh. Oh boy, I hope that wasn't accurate. Oil was way up here. I hope that was just him loading and unloading. Yeah, it's more like it. We're at the high mark, so I was worried on that little scare. Let me give you the model and junk since I'm down here looking at the sticker. Model 20377, serial 407563 600. It has the Kohler XT 675, producing a whopping 149 cc. No oil change required. Don't pay attention to that. Anybody that knows engines knows fresh, clean oil lubricates, and it takes heat away from the engine, disperses heat, especially on a air-cooled like this. Volkswagen Beetles, the old Beetles, not the water pumpers. Okay, so let me give you some more info. Bear with me. I'm trying to find the production date. Serial number should be here. 2020. Looks like 2020. Date of manufacture, January 18th, 2020 is what I can read. 1/18/2020. Wow, newer machine. I don't think I've gotten a Toro that new. in a while. Check out the filter. It has one, and it's kind of clogged up. Pleats are saturated with sand. So I'll leave this off. Bone dry. I can see the in-tank filter. So why don't we pop this over since there's no fuel in it, and then maybe we'll fuel it because I have the 2+2 here. I was just going to goose it, but maybe a little fuel wouldn't be so bad. So since you're not moving, I'm going to move. Since it's Halloween, I'm on the move. So I'm going to Lakeland, family time. And I'm looking forward to that. Gonna bring candy. I've got glow-in-the-dark wristbands. So we're gonna have a scary treat in Polk County, Florida. Grass is moldy. Blade's kind of flatter than a butter knife. They've been hitting something with this. Okay, blade isn't bent. Same mark. Rotating at 180. Just I don't see any maintenance here. Cutting wet grass, it's all built up here, and like I said, moldy. And so what it's doing is starting to surface rust the bottom of the deck here, having this all clumped up, holding moisture. So what was the deal with this? Only a 5-year-old machine. Corn fuel. Scary corn fuel. So he actually told this lady, he says, I got a guy that buys mowers, and he has a lot of them for sale. So I don't think he knows my number. I tracked him down the street. I ran down there the 100-yard dash. I didn't know I could move that fast. So he just knows where I live, because I said, that's my house there. You see all those mowers? You bring me dead mowers and you get cold, hard cash on Frankenstein's tomb. Okay. Put the cap on the gassy. Okay, we're not leaking. So that's fine. I say we just go for it. What's the cable action like? Okay, that works. Let me try traction control. Now I'll engage traction. Okay, it's loose. I shouldn't be able to pull it backwards. And I can tell by looking at it up here, there's quite a bit of slack in it. Worked on this today for the John Deere that came in. It's still got a leak. I kind of did the automatic transmission fluid ATF to try to stop the sidewall deterioration, but this thing's pretty old and rough, so I ordered an inner tube from the Big Jungle, a pair of them. They're coming in next week. Okay, let's try it. Worst thing it can do is blow up. Well, that was surprising. I was thinking when it started, I hope Helen, the homeowner, just didn't take it out of the shed, start pulling on it with an empty gas tank. Wouldn't that be a pisser? All she needed to do was add gas. So that's rather unfortunate, wouldn't you think? She takes it out, starts pulling on it, gets no action, says the machine's dead, and pushes it out to the street. Well, son of a gun, they don't get this easy. So this was 20 in my calculation, and he says, "You don't want the Bolens, do you?" And I says, "Yeah, I'm going to take that." 25. I didn't break it down for him. I just said, "I'm going to take 25 for the group." So this was a home run on this. Okay, I know, Lawrence, you're watching, so we got to check this out. We're going to see if it's going to shine like you send them out the door, shiny and new. That's what we're doing here. I'm going to kind of put a little moisture on the deck here and wipe off that dirt, see if this thing's going to clean up. Because it's going to look like red candy, handy. Definitely buffing off some crud. It's really kind of deep. It kind of flattened the paint, but the old ATF trick's going to work that Lawrence suggested years ago, and I've been doing it and making boatloads of money. I owe it all to Lawrence, making my lawnmower sales successful. Yeah, I think that's the best it's going to do. I was hoping for a better shine, but I think the ATF will bring it out without a doubt. Okay, this 2020's getting pushed to the side. Let's bring the green turd in to the picture. Okay, wheels are in the middle hole, so I'll have to adjust those, put them in the bottom hole closer to the ground. Let me see what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a model 11 Alpha Dash 020 Lima 765. I'll put that down below. This happens to be a 2002, born October 2002. Allegiance coming in. I'll put the engine number down below, the 9 Lima 6020927 Frank 1. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a 02. There was some dirt there. I just wiped it clean. It's a 2012. 2012. How does the blade look? Blade's got meat. I can sharpen this up. The lift is not sandblasted, so maybe this thing hasn't seen a lot of use. I've got a flathead nearby. Let's see if we've got a crumb cake for a filter. Most likely, yes. People don't mess around with changing filters. Okay, I dragged out a flathead and I must have set it down. Got sidetracked. Let me commandeer one. So this one may need 2+2. We'll check the tank. We'll check the oil. This is not going to be a scary video. Check the oil. It has some. It's used, it's not fresh, and it's not worn out. Okay, right at the right level. Wow. We're doing good. Air filters covers backwards. It should go like that. So you're aerodynamic pushing this thing all but 2 miles an hour. I thought this was a big turd when I looked at it. I thought, what in the hell is that thing? Helen thought she needed to block that hole a little better, it appears. So she stuck part of the living room sofa in there. Wow, that's odd. Oh, this is from a newer machine. No wonder. A priming newer engine overhead. I thought, what in the hell did they not manufacture this right? She's got the wrong filter in there. Now we're getting it all pieced together. So she did take care of it. Or him. Spring is intact. Kind of oily. Oh. It goes with the territory. Outside, you see all the debris. There's water in here. A big red and chalky mess. Okay, so that's got the breather hole in it too. The older style with a smaller cap had 3 air holes, and rainwater would go in those holes, get in the tank. So this will clean out. It's just rusty water. I don't see any scale. So that's going to be fine. That'll clean up. So let's direct inject right into the carb. See if it puffs off. Puffs off like the magic dragon. Okay, put this back on. Move this. And get ready to motivate. Just going to give this a shot. Highly flammable, so it'll burn this squirt. It'll die off because there's no more fresh fuel coming in. Okay, cables. Cable's broken. Pushing the bail bar down and the cable stretched. So let me try to grab a piece of wire, electrical wire, or a vice grip, something just to unground the coil, because I don't want this thing to spoil. Okay. Could use a zippy tie. I may do that. I may zippy tie it. Okay, back at you. I'm going to remove this little cover. It's a 1/4-inch socket. That way I can see what I'm doing. Most of the time these get thrown in the trash and you can see the linkages with the naked eye. So I'm thinking this thing hasn't seen much use. Blade looks new. They should have brought a pair of needles. I just may take the spring, disengage it. Okay, pull back the linkage. Okay, I'm off the tab. Okay, so let's go. It's not going to run, so I just need to undeaden that. Okay, it's locked up. And the handle needs tightening. Handle's moving up and down. So what I'm going to do is, what am I going to do? Why is it locked up? Pull the plug and just by hand rotate this. I'm feeling compression. I think it was just maybe moisture got in the cylinder. It broke free. So this thing could have been sitting a long time. Goose it again to make sure. Hope you're still there, because I really care. Nope. What in the world? So this thing may be crapped out. I just spun it by hand. Why is it locking up again? Let me grab a couple of sockets. We hydrolocked. I hope you guys aren't waiting for me to go trick-or-treating. Okay, back at it. Oh, okay, cylinder's full of oil. Hydrolocked. So maybe he had this thing nose down. That'll do it. like that on the side of the trailer, but he brought it to me flat because he only had 3 rusty BMX bikes and these 2 mowers, and they were flat on the trailer. So, but who knows how packed he was earlier. These things might have been repositioned a couple of times just to make room for the washing machines and the refrigerators. Okay. I'm going to yank it one more time and try to blast most of that oil out. Okay, let me take my air gun to this plug. Maybe we'll have double success. I'm feeling confident. I sure know it's going to smoke like the dickens. I just want to hear it pop off. Okay. Little green turd. Okay, let's start this over again. We ground it out. I don't want to ground it out. Okay, that's all looking good. Goose it one more time. That was a good goosing. Wow, that kind of ran a long time. Killed, let me see, 7, 8, 9 mosquitoes with that little puff. Blew most of that cylinder oil out the exhaust. So both of these turds need cleaning. So I'm happy. I hope you guys are happy. Thanks for joining me on Halloween. Happy Friday. Heading to beautiful Polk County, Florida. I'll throw one at you tomorrow. I got one lined up for you, even though I'm not going to be here. We'll show you around. Okay. You guys have a good day today. Appreciate you coming out. Tip your waitress and waitstaff. Adios, amigos.